Alright, so what's up here for this heating issue? How sturdy is this? Oh, not so sturdy. Oh, that's the box going to the A. So that's AC. There's a water heater up here. Don't fall through there. Whoa. I'm gonna step on the other side of you. Instruction manual for water heater. 5-gallon capacity. So the water heater's electric. The heater must be electric, is my guess. Let's get back over and get down. On this week's vlog, how Eric broke his leg. Alright, so quick little inspecciones of my water heater up there. It's electric. I mean, I didn't think anything would really be gas around here. See if I could get up on top of the roof and see if anything is apparent up there. Also, I want to check for the leak that I got. I got a leak like right up there. Check this out. I found an ND filter for this thing. Huh? See, you can see the clouds now a little bit better. Alright, so this is something that just annoys the crap out of me. I got this nice lock on this dumpster so nobody would just like throw their shit in it. Now people just lay their stuff on top of my dumpster and beside it. Seriously though, like what is wrong with people? Like they just can't throw their stuff in a normal trash can? I mean, I guess it's a convenience. Just people are just so lazy. Ah! Came here to check on the roof. Look, there's already somebody else up here on the roof. Beat me to it. That dude was a guy that the management company called for some other units that had leaks in their roof. So he's gonna take care of mine. I don't have to look at my leak then. I showed him where it was at. Check this out. I have like probably the biggest AC unit in my whole little area over here. And the views over here are dope. So while I check everything out and I'm up here, impromptu time lapse. Alright, well it's starting to rain, so I should probably head back down now and figure something else out. I guess there's no heater attached to that thing, so I'm just stuck being cold forever. Back on land. Alright, so today's topic is this frame right here, and this is my original. This is Cougar V1 here. I got a lot of you guys asking questions about the Cougar V2, what's going on with it. I know I mentioned that I am working on a V2 frame, and I kind of just wanted to go over some of the differences that I'm doing with that frame that are going to be from the V1 to the V2. I'm not done with anything by any means on the V2. It's not even close to really being ready, but I'm just gonna go over some things that I have come up with so far, and then maybe there's some stuff that you guys might want to add in the comments, and I could consider those things into the V2 frame. One of the main things that I'm gonna be leaving the same is probably this setup here of the bolt pattern. This bolt pattern still fits like the Mr. Steel PDB, and it's a pretty strong bolt pattern in general. It's like the same one that the Alien uses. I did a mashup of like the Alien, and actually I did a couple different frames when I was thinking of this. I basically just took the frames that I liked flying with and kind of put them into like my own frame, but I try to stay as minimal as possible with the number of holes in the frame and stuff like that. One of the things I am going to be changing is the arms. I'm going to be going, this is a 4mm arm. I'm going to be going probably to a 5mm arm. I'm going to be also like making it a little bit narrower. I'm going to be using these 4-in-1s now pretty much, because where 4-in-1s are at now, it's pretty much like they're solid. You don't have to worry about them as much. And even like the KISS ESCs have gotten a lot smaller as well, so those could even fit on to the arms if I do make them smaller. I still want to have decent motor protection up front. This actually doesn't do too bad. You can see usually I hit in this front corner and I put like super glue on here usually after it gets pretty beat up for a while, and just like remold it with super glue. Yeah, it's not bad. This used to be for the old, these two gaps right here, that used to be for the old TBS micro receiver, and now we're on the nano receiver. So I might change up like the hole patterns in the back, maybe add a couple things for some room for a better placement of an external mic. If you're using a cap, a better placement for the cap. The holes are basically going to stay the same. I don't want to change too much with putting a bunch of holes everywhere. I might do a couple just to lighten things. Here's the main thing that I want to change when I'm doing this. Right here, the distance of this gap, these are 5.5. If you put on 6-inch props, the 6-inch props get really close. And you can see that this is kind of like a squished X frame already. I'm trying to get the props out of view as much as possible. These are originally 23mm standoffs. I'm experimenting right now with 25mm standoffs. You can see the standoff right here. It's not filling the whole void of this plate for the camera. With going to a little higher standoff, I'm not going to need this skid plate anymore. I'm not going to need the cutout on the bottom. I'm not going to need these 3D printed mounts right here. I'm probably going to do a K plate that locks everything in for the camera up front. 25 to 30mm standoff is what I'm thinking. It's going to bring the camera up, move it out of the way of the 6-inch props. I might have to lengthen the arm just a skosh. I'm not sure. The 6-inch arms are already plenty long, I feel, and they're as far back as possible. I'm going to experiment with like moving them back a little bit more. Once you get into like that dead cat configuration, it's perfect for like just long range like cinematic shots, but it's not good for like it doesn't feel right for freestyle. I don't want to say it's not good for it, because some people might like it, but it just doesn't feel right, and it doesn't feel right to me for freestyle. And my main thing with everything I use is I kind of have both terrains over here. I have the mountains when I want to go fly out in the mountains, and I have like office, parks, churches, whatever, if I want to just do like proximity freestyle. So I want a frame that fits both. Kind of the same thing I did with my motors. They run like very, very low amps, and they could cruise for a long time. Actually, at the DRL event, I was very pleased to hear from Jet saying that everybody that's using his 7-inch frame and things like that, everybody's running these motors because they are not very amp hungry. They could go on a big 4S brick of a battery and last a really long time. So I like that it's the best of both worlds for me, for cruising and having some punch out and things, and everything for proximity flights. Yeah, that's mainly the main thing for the V2, is to just clean up the front end, get everything going. I don't really want to extend the body too much. Once you get into a longer body, you have a couple of those problems with the bobbles and everything when you're trying to tune it. And I basically built this frame around being able to have it be easily tuned. You don't have to like change too much on it. Outside of that, I might just add a couple little, you know, I call them speed holes from like racing or whatever, but I might lighten the top plate a little bit more. If I do lighten the bottom and the top plate, it's going to be very minimal. I'm not going to, like I said, put a bunch of holes in it. But yeah, still going to go with the beefier 2mm top and bottom plates. These have been pretty indestructible for me. And I'm still going to run probably the squish plate, or you can run Mr. Steel PDB. I might even make some sort of configuration for the Wolf PDB. But that's pretty much my overview of everything going into the V2, so you guys kind of know where I'm at, have a better understanding with things, and if you want to add anything, just put it to the comments below. I could definitely think about what you kind of have and see if I can incorporate it or make something work. But yeah, just mainly this part I'm changing and just a couple other things. But if you already have a V1, it should be compatible with everything I'm going to do with a V2. It's just going to have a couple small little changes here and there. Alright, so that's pretty much it for today. So quick little warning, the next 2 days I might not be posting at all. We are going somewhere for my mother-in-law's birthday, and I don't think there's going to be any reception where we are going. So that means like no internet service, no uploading, nothing. If there is, then I'll have a chance to upload stuff, but I am not 100% sure if that's going to be happening. Leave those comments. Let me know what you guys think about a Cougar V2, and make sure you guys like, subscribe, do all those things. I like hearing always the feedback from you guys. Take care. Peace.